So I'm just going to share with you a little bit about the Philadelphia experiment, um, time, and just kind of like, here's the deal. Okay, what I'm seeing here is this, and I'm just reading these holy tablets. So this man apparently thinks he's the Antichrist. Nothing could be more false in the world. But some will say, "Oh, Lord, Lord, didn't we prophesy in your name? We cast out demons in your name." That's what that Simon Magus did, I told you. He was a magician, not a true follower or worshiper of Elion. I knew the Most High, Yahweh. Wasn't any of that. And let me just put it to you this way. Jesus will never, ever, ever allow somebody to fake like they are a believer when they're not. And you will be told you had a choice. You were given that opportunity. You know those nights where you had a still small voice listen to you and tell you not to do that thing, not to be like that? And there's a lot of things that I still do wrong, and I have to perfect my being as well. Even though I am illuminated with a bright green essence that is ethereal in nature. It is still my job to eat right, to treat my body right, and to live right, Yeah, for those who don't know, Earth is alive. Earth is not only alive, but it is self-regulated. It's 85% water, which, through the minerals and elements from the water and the salt water, is what heals our bodies, and what depending on the sun is what gives us our brightness and our hue. And like I said, we're now talking about a polar shift. I told you that Noah had had spoken to the Anunnaki, or the angels, the agreeable ones. And you have to remember, 12 are agreeable, 12 are disagreeable. And from there, so on and so forth, it breaks down all the species. When did these aliens start coming here, you say? Well, these aliens came here when they opened up a vortex and a ripple through time and space. I told you. It was Nikola Tesla's experiment that caused this ripple through time and space. It caused men to be so-called grafted into these, the boat and whatnot. And there was such a strong magnetic pull when this portal opened up, and such a big strong force of gravity it caused. Like a vacuum sucks dirt up. Okay. "19 clusters. The vortex opens up every 10 years. It's a time machine. This Philadelphia experiment caused this ripple that let in these beings through time and space. These were malevolent beings. Not good. Because the generators from this experiment had pulled them in. It caused like a big magnetic pull. So yeah, if you have the ability to separate time from space or shatter time and space, like I and so many of us do, you can open up these fields whenever, at any time. The 0 point reference, okay, is when a person is born. That's when their time starts. Just as the universe is expanding, so are we. We are expanding. We are growing. We are getting old. And sooner or later, we will contract as well. And until we can find another vessel to inhabit, you know. But everything is growing and expanding. You know, and of course, Alienel is outside of time and space. I told you I am the same way. What I'm trying to do here for this time being, I'm not trying to get too caught up in worldly matters because I'm the only thing that matters to myself right now. And my ancestors, and giving you the right knowledge, and having to defeat the enemy for once and for all. Speaking of the twins, I spoke about the Hopi twins, the two brothers, and Lil and Enki. Yeah. There were mistakes made, things said, decrees sent out that I had to fix. So thank the Most High for Unam Pishtim, for being a agreeable one. When his time came, he agreed. He listened. He preserved knowledge. Also shared it as well. That is why I listen and only trust my ancestors, because I know the secret thoughts of men, and they're not good. So it's important that somebody like me gets taught right knowledge, because I'm here to save this place, whether you like it or you don't. As I told you, in the book of Malachi, it says, prepare the way for the Lord, make his path straight. As I told you before, the Conoquinessent Native Americans and their tribe and what it means, which is where I'm from. Yes, all this started from the atom bomb, the atomic energy that we had learned to harness as United States citizens. All this stuff what you need to know is this. There are many species here. Now that experiment had happened, and these men ended up at Montauk, okay? Which is where I told you, the montaukett Indians. Which I don't think there's any left. I'm not sure if there are. But yes, that's where they ended up. And these men suffered, regression and all kind of stuff, man. It's just a terrible thing. Did they open up the vortex? Yes, they did. And ever since then, there's been entities coming in ever since. So they know what time. They know all about it. Trust me. And it was Adam who mixed with giants. That's what the deal was. The Adamites mixed with giants. So Noah went in under the earth, possibly in a submarine, I want to say. And yeah, brought birds, beasts. Without the sun, you cannot see in the sand. Noah went down in the earth, or on board the craft. Anu didn't send the flood. They disobeyed. Cause, the result, and the outcome, and the effect. It says here the earth is ran by cybernetics, which made me think of something. And this is what I was thinking of. Is this what they're trying to say when I read these tablets? Is this what he's trying to say? Like, this. Is that what they're trying to say? It makes sense. Because this explosion, whatever this Golden Globe is depicting, is showing that there is quite the explosion on whatever this is, this sphere. And yeah, strong magnetic fields, black holes, the force of gravity picks up, vacuum sucks in, and like a whirlpool, which is how this universe had started, from a whirlpool. There's a Whirlpool 51 galaxy. Let's see here. Whirlpool 51. I showed people this a long time ago. They didn't believe me though. So I guess I gotta show you. You see, there was a blue light that was emanating from this object. Now it's spinning. As you can see, all galaxies and planets and stuff like that begin from this whirlpool. And so yeah, most of these planets, when they go supernova or something like that, they tend to explode. There it is. Bang, there it is. That's what I wanted. Most people don't know. They will know though. They will know. Yes, you see that blue light? Told you I'm from a blue star. That blue light shines in the dark. See that? That hue is coming from one man's arm. glimmering and shining forth, proving that one man died for you. Proving not only that, but one man did it to save you. Didn't do it to be cool. 2.7 million light years away. For those who don't know, a light year is, I want to say, 186,272 miles per second. This is in a 365-day year. And in a lunar year, it's 354 days long. And, 5,874,273,792,000 miles per second. Okay? 19 galaxies. The vortex opens up 10 years. And, yeah. So, you could say 1940, this experiment happened. It had this magnetic pole. And, that's how these beings got in here. And that's how they'll go, too. Because when I say judgment is coming, it's coming. It's coming. It will. It will come. It certainly will not tarry either. It will come. Straight from the dog star. I hope this is a good reference to end. Stellar feedback is Germanic fact. Medium again. Ah, those black bubbles hiding in the air pockets. Oh, I just wanted to show you where God was. That's all. God is outside of time and space, for those who don't know. Doesn't see time the same way we do. We follow the clock like it's a prison. We base our days around 24 hours. We do what the clock tells us. Some of us don't. Some of us live for now, live in the now. And because there's nothing really to look back on. I don't know if I shared this one time, but I had been having major visions of God and dealing with, issues that were of, the heavenly hosts only. And I had thought the world was going to end. So bad, it happened so quick. But what had happened was, and that is, of course, the dimensional rift right there, you see. That is the original tear in the veil. That's not anything but what I'm telling you it is, a tear in the veil, okay? And if you don't know when that tear was rent and torn down, then you don't know your Bible, and you don't know God. So I would look into that. And with that said, that is there for a reason. That is to show evidence not only of the crucifixion and what had happened that day. And what came down was something that pretty extraordinary, to really be honest with you. And they took me up with them. When I say them, I mean the Elohim, the heavenly ones. Where do you think this knowledge is coming from? Do you think I just speak to angels when I'm laying down or something like that? Is that what you think? Do you not think I am an angel? Well, do me a favor, look up the book of Malachi and see what the definition of who Malachi is and who he was and what the name of him, his being means, which is angel, messenger, which is Michael, Malachi. Are you starting to see how this is playing out? Michael is Malachi, who is Melchizedek. From the 9th planet in the 9th galaxy, in the planet, we'll just call Q. We'll just call risk Q. Okay. As you can see, the explosion, I believe they're showing a supernova here. And what happens during the supernova is just this. Okay. During this polar shift, which happens every 50,000 years, okay, and through the explosion of hydrogen and helium, it's the same stuff which stars are made out of, hydrogen and helium. 550 tons of helium, 550 tons of hydrogen. And the sun is exactly 75,262 degrees. There's that number 26 again. This is the 3rd degree of darkness. And through a supernova causes a red giant, usually the cores explode, causes a neutron star to happen sometimes, and only neutrons can escape those. A lot of density. Some of them flash every rotation. They have strong magnetic fields, and they could become a black hole, which is a force of gravity in. Almost like a magnet, a huge magnet. Kind of what CERN does, actually. Kind of what CERN is doing, too. And whether or not they're opening up tiny little black holes or whatever, it's like a vacuum. It sucks everything in. So eventually, it's going to suck our whole universe in, which I've seen also. But as it should expand again. You know, which won't happen without catastrophe or events that foretell this thing coming. And I'm here to tell you that it is coming, okay? Whether or not you want to say a solar flash and, you know, this and that. And I believe Betelgeuse is expanding and about to go full on, you know, explosion, so to speak. This doesn't mean the star is gonna die. It just means it may die, but you know, some of them live. You know, this in the Whirlpool Galaxy happens to be the best evidence I could show you for not only the Creator, but what the Creator has done for you. And who the Creator is, well, that's not up to me. I had already told you the truth, and will always tell you the truth. And yeah, right now for me, it's all about always giving credit to the Most High and the Anunnaki for showing me these things. But it's up to you to believe me. I can't do anything but just give you the truth. As I'm learning. I'm learning as well. Okay? Because I certainly would be remiss if I told you I knew everything when I don't. But I do have a staff that is 262,000 years old. Okay? And that much I do have. Like I said, the reason why I trust my ancestors on the information they give me and why I share it with you guys is because it's right knowledge. If you ever see Egyptian hieroglyphs or depictions, they show vivid pictures, vivid imagination on everybody. That really anything Egyptian. It's done with precise knowledge. Would you not want to know the precise amount of things? I don't want anybody to half-ass tell me anything. I want somebody to give me the full truth, every detail, everything. I want to know everything is what I told the angels. Now that should matter to somebody, but it probably won't. But it matters to me, and that's all that matters. I am the all that matters. I am the all in the all, and I will always be part of the all no matter what. And these things will burn away the lies of the evil. Because I see it all. I see everything. So I'm given a great mission here to speak to you, to reach you across time, space, anything. I'm here to give you the real truth. Unless you want to join the devil and his children and the disagreeable ones. Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't want to see them. But thankfully for you, is the scriptures and the word that I fight with, as well as that big strong sword I'll punish Leviathan with. See, the Most High knows I'm the strongest warrior there is, because I don't fear death. I don't fear losing my life for a cause that I believe in. This is what I believe in. So I'm giving you 720 degrees worth of spiritual truth and knowledge that was passed on to me. I didn't just take over. I became this. I grew into this. And I'm growing into more. I'm learning more. It is all only due to the Most High. And I'll never forget that. Yes, I'm talking the Heavenly One. You know, I was reading about how the giants were cast down to Titan. And that they live on Titan today, you know. There's reptilians on there as well. It's not for you to believe in the alien situation here on this planet. Just know, you live on Pangea, right? This was once Pangea, just like outer space, the galaxies. You know, they were the clusters. They were kind of bunched up together like at once. They're, like I said, the universe is expanding, and it will also get smaller when it comes down to the end. And yes, that is how the universe was created, through a whirlpool. Okay, look, see this? See how it's starting up? I believe that I saw in a dream, and I could be wrong, that there was a UFO above CERN. Yeah, this UFO was just parked right above CERN, right above the collider. And I think what it was doing was maybe preventing something. Maybe not. But I could tell you it's not good because I definitely saw it sitting there. Now, whether it's to, you know, do collisions, I'm not sure. I really don't know. Did you know that there is a collider also on the ISS? Yeah, made of gold. Yeah, I saw that before too. I forgot to speak on that. And yeah, they do collisions even in outer space. You know. Um, yeah, so trying to give you the visible that you may not see or no. But I'm trying to tell you, all is in the all, no matter what. If you're like me, you're part of the all, and you can't take that away. You can't take that away. And I think I'll end there. Hey.